The one beauty with working with model railways is quite often I'll see things that I wouldn't normally encounter. So this is a OO Works Lancashire and Yorkshire Aspinall Class 27, and it's a brand I've sort of seen advertised, but I've never seen one in the flesh, so it was quite nice to have the opportunity to see one up close. It had arrived with an old decoder in it, and the customer was saying it just doesn't run very nicely. It was very choppy and quite intermittent. So with his permission, I've fitted a Lenz Silver Mini decoder, which is tucked away under all that tape. This is sort of jury rigged at the moment just to get it up and running and see if it will run better. So OO Loco Works, they are quite conventional, almost kit-built locos. Very nice castings and superbly painted, so congratulations to them. It is a really lovely product. Built very conventionally, so you know, if it works, don't try and fix it. So the pickup is on these three wheels with a pickup wire jumping to the front, and then on these three, actually he's not actually marked them with little red dots as well, which is quite nice. And there is an ABS plastic drawbar that separates the two, so you've got one side of the pickup with the tender and the other side with the loco, which used to be called American practice back in the day, if I've remembered that correctly. It's a lovely product. They've even added couplings. When I was building kits in the 80s, it was my constant bugbear that the whole thing was left up to you to design. Motor gearbox wheels and couplings were not supplied. I believe these are supplied ready built, so you know, that's huge improvement over the past. Very sweet little loco. Has got a coreless motor, and I think that's been the sort of cause of the juddery running. So this is on just a factory setting on the chip. I will have to do some motor control work, so just get an idea of what's going on. It's quite smooth once it's up to speed. But you can see it's a bit choppy at the bottom, so at low speed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change a couple of CVs, so I'm treating it actually like a Graham Farish N-gauge loco, these with similar sort of coreless design motors. So programming on main, CV50, I'm going to input a value of 4, so the motor control value 4. There are 4 separate ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 separate motor controls. I go to the 4th one, and also there is a motor control frequency in 113, and I'm going to set it to 5. For most locos you don't even need to bother about those, but occasionally you'll come across something that it's almost like it's resonating. It's a bit better, still a bit choppy at the bottom. I'm just going to fish around and see if I can get a better value for that motor control frequency. So 113, and set it to a value of 2. That definitely seems a lot better. Let's button the loco up and see what it looked like with all the body on. Okay, so I've done a little bit more tuning. In the end I've changed CV113 to 5 and CV114 to 5 as well. So how the motor is controlled, it takes the full track voltage and chops it up into little parcels that they call pulse wave modulation, and it's the frequency that it sends these pulses can cause some motors to almost resonate, I suppose, makes them really steppy. So I've had a play around with the settings. A little bit there, and it seems to be accentuated because there's no damping on the loco to tender connection. You see the tender has a small vibration. But it is an awful lot better than it once was. There we are.